here the aim is to have at least 30% of the total investments and 60% of investments in sustainable infrastructure in projects which are helping to achieve the EU climate policy objectives. Thank you very much, President Constantinescu. Your Excellencies, let me thank for the invitation to be here today. I apologize for my voice is not helping too much today, but I would like to share with you some information about the role of the public budget in financing environmental protection projects. And I choose this topic because any euro spent from the budget in this direction is actually a gift to the world, because environmental protection is not knowing where borders are located. Excuse me. I would like to present shortly some of the most important issues which are related to this topic. I want to start by saying that Romania is committed to important international initiatives. We are party of Paris Agreement since 2017. We are party of United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, Sendai Framework for Disaster Reduction, Minamata Convention, Ramsar Convention, and 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. In the last part of 2023, the government approved a long-term strategy which has in the center a climate-neutral scenario until 2050, meaning that we want to reduce with 99% the net greenhouse gas emissions in comparison with the level in the 1990s. This threshold has also some milestones. For example, for 2030, the value will be 78% reduction. And having in regard that in this period today, actually, Romania already achieved a reduction of 62%. This ambitious agenda will generate a number of approximately 100,000 new green employment opportunities in Romania. Being from Ministry of Finance, I cannot make my presentation without sharing with you some figures. What we can see is that starting 2016, the budget effort stabilized itself around 1.1–1.2% of GDP. The GDP of Romania being 354 billion euros. It is very important because we should know that Romania is under the excessive deficit procedure. It means that years ago our deficit was over the threshold established by Maastricht Treaty. The effect of such a of this procedure is that government should take measures to reduce the deficit, and this process has also a very strong component of reducing expenditures. What we see is even government took different measures in order to reduce expenditures, the environment protection was not sacrificed. So we have the still, and we are keeping still this level of expenditures in the budget. It's important because the National Institute of Statistics shows us that public resources for environment protection represent more than 22% of the expenditures from the economy, and more important, the investments in environment protection are the public investments are representing more than 40% out of this. In order to achieve these results, money is allocated both from central and local level. Actually, central administration is more focusing on reduction of pollution, for example, and control of pollution, encouraging the introduction of new technologies, new means of transport. We have a very successful project called Junk Car, meaning that those who are renouncing to the old cars are getting a subsidy in order to finance a new car subsidy, which was until 2 years ago even 10,000 euros if the car was an electric one. Now the subsidy was reduced, but even is maintaining above 5,000 euros. In order to keep this level of financing, we, as Ministry of Finance, should issue bonds on markets. What we started recently is our project of issuing green bonds. It's a very important project because we want to show, as Ministry of Finance, our commitment in order to finance in a best way these projects. The majority of projects which benefited from resources attracted in the green bonds were projects in the field of clean transport, sustainable water and wastewater management, climate change adaptation, green buildings, sustainable management of living natural resources, and so on. And at the end of my presentation, I would emphasize the fact that it is important to be and to have the same voice all over European Union. This is why Romania joined a number of European initiatives in the field of environmental protection. Our ministry is in charge with the CBAM. It is the Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism, which is under implementation in all EU countries, and starting 1st of January 2026 it will be fully applicable. Also, we are encouraging projects in the InvestEU initiative because here the aim is to have at least 30% of the total investments and 60% of investments in sustainable infrastructure in projects which are helping to achieve the EU climate policy objectives. Having this, I would like to thank you for your attention, and if any question, I would be glad to respond. Thank you very much.